Occasionally it's the print one, print two, print three to figure out where things are in the code. And then you're like, oh no, I need a 2.5 to go in between the two and the three.
We've all heard enough of everyone's best practices in software development. And today we're here with Leah Culver to learn about her worst practice. So Leah, please tell us more about yourself and the type of software that you write.
Hi, I'm Leah. I have, for the past 6 years, I've mostly done iPhone apps, so Swift and Objective-C using Xcode. And then prior to that, I've done Python, JavaScript, and then even before that, Java. So I've dabbled in a lot of different languages.
Great. So what is your worst practice?
It's related to this a little bit, which is my worst practice is to debug. I like to print statements. I'm 40 years old now. I've been programming most of my life. I keep thinking I'm going to use all the fancy debug tools and learn better debugging and logging practices. Nope. Still print. Occasionally it's the print one, print two, print three to figure out where things are in the code. And then you're like, oh no, I need a 2.5 to go in between the two and the three. Sometimes it's printing a row of stars so that I can see it in my messy logs. And I gotta say, like, Xcode, the past 6 years has amazing debug tools. You can put in breakpoints. You can see the memory usage. You can expand the UI so you can see the different layers of UI. All these things are great. Amazing. Still do print.
Yeah.
Still print everywhere.
So the tools that you should be using are these fancy debuggers, and what about them is why not those? I mean, what's been the hardest part about trying to adopt those tools?
I use the debuggers. I don't want to say I don't, because I do. I love them, but sometimes you just really need the quick, dirty printing to know where you're at in your code, where your code is going. Because you can step through all you like, but sometimes it's nice to have that history to like have it print out like, okay, yes, it definitely hit this point in the code and there's my print. Okay, good to know. It's down, it's on the screen. Got it. So it's kind of like this really funny fallback because I feel like I've been doing it forever. Keep thinking I'm going to grow out of it. Maybe nobody ever grows out of it. You do it forever.
Yeah. I mean, especially in like a language like Python, where you can get the printable representation of any object, and that's very common in a lot of languages now. Is that something you also do, where you just dump it into text, like the full object tree?
Love the printable representation of objects. It's really nice when you're making your own objects to write really nice descriptions, so that when you have that printing and debugging, very helpful. Xcode, actually, you can like inspect elements, look at all the variables. If you set a breakpoint, you can kind of see every variable that's in local memory, really nice. But yeah, still print them out.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for coming here and sharing your worst practice with us.
Thanks so much for having me.